Welcome, sacred beings. Welcome to your Moon Day reading. So today is Monday, and it is associated with the beautiful goddess of the moon. And I would also like us to focus on the root chakra, so the base chakra. All right, this is all about your insecurities, your fears, but it's also about the shadow and connecting and healing that. We don't want you to run away from it. We want you to rather integrate everything, understand it through love, compassion, healing, sincerity, and beautiful devotion to the moon goddess today. So today's moon tarot reading is very profound. I've used some animal cards. I've chosen 3 with my guides, and the moon goddess, she's helped me to choose some runes for you. There's also a Buddhism card, there is a vibe of the day, and there's a wise witch oracle card as well. It's very telling because it is a very intense reading. But yeah, let's just dive right into it. So, beautiful moon day to you, and thank you so much for joining me. My name is Juan, and this is Unity Soul Tarot. Please feel free to check out my website, www.unitysoulalign.com. On that website, you can see all my products and all my services for you. And I really do love meeting new people, tending to previously inspired and aligned people. I love the monthly readings. I love looking at your astrological forecast, your natal charts. I love learning more about your spirit guides, your Akashic records, doing Reiki and facilitating the Reiki healing for you. So just being the mediator for that wonderful energy that comes through me and through every single Reiki master. It's just such an honor and a privilege to be of service. And animal communication, wow, I love communicating with the little ones. Whether they've crossed over, whether they're still here with you, it's something that I've been gifted with. I also learned from my mom, who learned from Amelia Kincaid when she was in South Africa. So it's a tremendous, beautiful journey with the sentient beings, and they truly are remarkable. And all we need to do to communicate with them is love, going into the love center. Okay, so we're going to start off with your first rune reading and your first rune card, and I've made some notes for myself because I wanted to go deeper into it as opposed to just reading off the card for you. So here we go. We've got Hagalas. All right. So I'm just covering the writing so that you don't try and read more into it. All right. Hagalas literally means hail. It is a rune of disruptive, uncontrollable forces. Think of a hailstorm. It comes out of nowhere and can destroy a harvest. So, the message for you, this rune is not about negative energy that you have created. No. It represents external forces, things beyond your control that are coming to disrupt your life. This could be a sudden change in a job, a relationship, challenges that appear unexpectedly, or a financial setback. So remember, this is for today, Moon Day, Monday. So the key takeaway here is Hagalas forces you to confront the things you cannot control. The message is to brace for the impact, but also to understand that this disruption is a catalyst for change. A hailstorm, while disruptive, also clears the way for new growth. All right, so that's actually quite a positive take on that beautiful card that's coming up for you. Shall we say rune card? Yes. Now, the next rune that popped up for you is Manaz, and it's the self and it's humanity. Manaz translates to mankind or the self. It represents the individual, humanity as a collective, and our relationship with the community. It speaks to our sense of identity and our place in the world. The message for you is this rune appearing after Hagalas is crucial. It says that in the face of this external disruption, okay, the forces must shift to you. Oh, the focus must shift to you. My reading, where are my glasses? So focus must shift to you, not the forces. Leave those hailstorms out there. The focus must shift to you. It's a call to look inward and find your own strength and resilience. It also reminds the viewer, you, of your connection to your community, the support system that you have, and your role within it. Okay, so that's very profound. I haven't got the main spotlights on today, and let me know if you like it. I'm just noticing that you can see the plants a little bit more. My face isn't as lit up, but I mean, that's not really important here, is it? But let me know what you think in the comments down below. So the key takeaway for you with Manaz is, yeah, very beautiful rune. Don't try to control the hailstorm, Hagalas. Don't try and control that, all right? Instead, turn your focus inward, within you. Who are you? What are your values? And if you want to comment down below, you're welcome to. How can you find strength from within yourself and from the people who support you? Very, very powerful, very encouraging, because with all the chaos on the outside, all we can do is aim within and find our inner order. Okay, there's going to be some chaos in there as well. We are dualistic beings with our positive and our negative, our yin and yang. We are trying to find, so yin yang is well, it's called the zai qi, it's called the two poles. Okay, when we are finding our void, and not the void that you think of void, but the true void, that is called wu qi. There's no poles. Okay, and this is according to Lao Tzu. Lao Tzu is not the author, but he is the one that left the message of the Tao Te Ching. Okay, very profound. And this leads us to Yera. Yera is a profound rune. And this rune card for you is saying, because it means the year, or it means the harvest, it's a rune of cyclical time, of reaping what you have sown, and of patience. It signifies the successful completion of a cycle and the reward for hard work. The message for you is, this is the resolution to the story. After the disruptive force of Hagalas and the inward focus and self-reliance of Manaz comes Yera. This rune promises that this period of disruption is a temporary cycle. All of the hard work and the patience will pay off. So the key takeaway for you here with Yera is, offers a promise of hope and a positive outcome on this moon day. The chaos and disruption from Hagalas, hail, are not for nothing. They are part of a larger process that will lead to a time of peace, abundance, and a well-earned reward. All right, so I really love that. It's a positive take on that, and I really do resonate with that energy and that frequency. I do want you to remember to laugh. This is your vibe of the day. So for Monday, for Moon Day, laugh a little bit, just start giggling about something. And you don't even have to read something, you don't have to watch something, you just start giggling. Force giggle it in the beginning and start getting it moving. You might find yourself crying, you might find yourself shifting. We are connecting with the moon energy today. This is about you connecting to those aspects of you that are stagnant. They don't want to move, they don't want to shift, it's like an arrogance or like an ice. And you need to laugh them into movement so that they can move on. Okay? Transmute into something brilliant for you. We're going to have a look at your Wise Witch Oracle card and your Buddhism card towards the end of the reading. Very powerful. Okay, so let's dive into your reading for you today. You're working with integration medicine right now. Integration, the number 5. 5 is, I can see there's another 5, and we'll have a look at the other cards, but there are 2 5s that are popping up predominantly for you at the moment, from what I can see. And 5 is an intense energy. All right, it's like there's a lot of chaos happening, like we said with the rune card Hagalas, and that chaos can lead to a lot of stress. But integrating that which is happening to you can help you to decipher everything that's maneuvering around you easily, and almost like you're flowing with the stream as opposed to trying to fight the stream. So the 3 of Wands, and I've read the cards upright and reversed so that we can get a deeper meaning on this moon day. So the moon is saying at the moment that you are feeling like there's a lot of obstacles, there are a lot of delays, and you are frustrated at the moment. There's a sensation of frustration. The medicine is integrate. So if you can use that medicine, it might assist you tremendously. The medicine, which is your lesson, is trickster medicine. Coyote. Coyote is coming up for you. All right. And the lesson here with the tarot is the high priestess. She's asking you to connect with your divine truth, your sensitivity, your intuition, but also to not be blindsided. It's almost like these sages or saints who have gone off into the desert and they've had that trickster energy come into their consciousness to trick them into jump off the cliff or jump off the mountain. You've got wings, you can fly, or your creator will catch you. That trickster medicine, there's a challenge here for you, and the lesson here is to not be blindsided by the trickster. Know thyself. Know thyself is very important on Moon Day today for you. And then we come up to the next number 5, all right? 5 of Wands. Very powerful card, but we can see that it's reversed. So there's a bitter competition happening here. It's almost like a sick ambition. There's an untrustworthiness energy that's happening in your subconscious realm, in the southern quadrant. You're dealing with a lot at the moment. You're dealing with a lot. It's almost like you are dealing with these fiery temperaments. And the high priestess is asking you, because of this intense energy, connect to your inner self, connect to your higher vibration, connect to your higher self, the inner voice. And Coyote is saying, do not trick yourself into believing the old patterns anymore. Having a look at the other cards and how I have been guided to place them, and how Spirit would like me to read them for you. Okay, so number 22 is a master number. We know that. Beaver medicine is all about the home, building. All right, some of this chaos energy, this bittersweet energy, is to do with the home environment. There's something happening here, and the master number 22 is asking you, do not throw away this opportunity to learn the lesson, but rather build on your own foundation. Remember Manaz, the rune card? Build on yourself. Don't focus on the hailstorm Hagalas on the outside. Focus on yourself. Build yourself up. The Knight of Wands is popping up. It's a fiery love, self-confidence, motivation. It's almost like a reminder of the sunset yesterday, or the previous days or the previous weeks, where there was this fiery love. And that energy is moving through you almost as if a shadow is passing through you. On this Moon Day, it's a reminder. Remember the fiery nature of this Knight of Wands. Remember it so that you can bring it in and you can feel that warmth, that love. Even though you might not have a love on the outside, you can feel that love. Remember the law of attraction. What you feel, you manifest. You're feeling that love, you're feeling that insecurity, you're going to manifest more of it. You're feeling that compassion, you're feeling that patience, you're feeling that tolerance, you're feeling that life is a breeze. You're going to manifest that. You can see with my eyes, softening, like, oh, this feels so great. Yes. Antelope is coming up and asking you to take action. Take action with your mind on this Moon Day. The moon is asking you to remember the antelopes of this earth and how they take action when they need to. Antelope can outrun the mountain lion, getting to the top of the mountain, but it's because the antelope takes action, doesn't stop, doesn't chill, doesn't take a breath, it just goes. And this is the message from the higher realms, and it's also asking you to remember, take action with yourself, exercise, take action with your mind, your thoughts, be mindful of your thoughts. When your thoughts are deteriorating or leading to negativity, take action. I can see this reading is taking a little bit longer. Remember, there are more cards, and for those of you watching on Instagram and Facebook, please go check out the apologies, the website. Yeah, but that's cool. The website, but YouTube channel as well. Go check out my YouTube channel for the full reading. Click on videos. There's playlists. There's everything there. It's a YouTube channel. It will be Unity Soul Tarot. Okay, then you can get the outcome reading and everything else. But for those of you on YouTube, thank you so much for your support. PayPal link is below if you are that way liberated. Yes, for your Moon Day reading. Justice. Lady Justice is reversed, and this is about unfairness, guilt, and punishment. So there's an element of unfairness, guilt, and punishment on this moon day that you're encountering, and you're feeling triggered. You're feeling moved. You're feeling, no. And remember, guys, that guys and ladies, guys and girls, yeah, beings of sacred divine light, today Venus has moved from Cancer, water, into Leo, fire. It's a very it's a very intense transition from water into fire. There's going to be hissing. There's going to be that energy from the water moving into fire. There's going to be evaporation. Over the course of this week, we're going to be having a look at Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for you, each day corresponding to a different element. Obviously, moon is with water. So there's a lot of water energy that's getting, with the hailstorm on the outside, leading you to within. Now, understand that justice is here to always try to be on your side or be in your favor, but it feels like with this card reversed, there's an unfairness here. Like Lady Justice is not seeing things, and you just feel like you're being pushed to the degree where you want to just have a red kettle moment, like the water is boiling so intensely that you feel like you're gonna hit a gasket. So Hummingbird is coming up. Remember these beautiful master numbers, 22 and Hummingbird 44. Hummingbird is coming up and reminding you about the medicine of joy. Joy is not from others, okay? If we are always chasing joy from others, we are people pleasing in order to get that appreciation, that gratification, that sensation of, oh, I'm a good person, because I made you smile, or I gave you something. And now I experience that sometimes. Most human beings who have had a traumatic, chosen through sacred contract, had a traumatic childhood, we want to be people pleasers because we want to almost fulfill that. And I sit with my inner child every day, and I do a lot of inner child work and my shadow journaling, and I connect with it and I integrate, and I'm like, I know you want to do that, but guess what? We're perfect the way we are, and listen to that intuition. Listen to your high priestess, because he's saying, however they identify, that everything is okay. Yes? Remember, guys, I am gay. So if you identify as a male, as a female, as a plant, as a shrub, I'm cool with that. I'm down with it. I'm LGBTQIA plus infinite. Yes, I love you. Okay? Don't let other people take your joy. And that's the medicine here. When they take your joy, that's because you've given your joy away. It's not their fault. The hailstorm is over there. If you bring the hailstorm in here, it's not their fault. Okay? Okay. The star is popping up for your near future, but the star is reversed. So it means that you're still insecure about your future on this moon day. There's a sensation of disconnect and faithlessness. Like the upright message of the star is all about miracles, faith, hope. But now that it's reversed, there's a sensation of, I'm disillusioned about my future. And that leads you to aggressiveness, the badger medicine, which can create a toxic environment within you. So see these medicine cards as almost like a warning. Yes, you want to hold on to your joy, but don't feed anybody else your joy. Yes, you understand that at the moment you're feeling like you can't trust an individual, you can't trust a situation. Don't let that make you too aggressive. Aggressiveness does lead to a toxic environment, but remember that badger is using their aggressiveness to protect their family. So yes, you're protecting your family, and do so in a wise way. If this is because there's a toxic individual that wants to come back and they're forcing their way back, be aggressive. Protect yourself and your loved ones. Okay? I love you. King of Pentacles is coming up. It's very beautiful because I love the King of Pentacles on a moon day. So it's almost like the King of Earth is coming up and saying, I've got you on this moon day. I've got you. I'm going to celebrate you. I understand that you've been working hard. You've got a willingness to succeed. You are aligning with abundance, and now is your time. Okay? So now is your time for prosperity. I really do love that. I can see your environment. There's a 3 of Cups. It's all about celebration, offspring, gratitude. Somebody around you is having a baby. They've had a baby. They're celebrating the baby. Maybe you are having a moment where you're like, wow, am I pregnant? Or wow, am I giving birth to a new idea, a new concept? a new design. What is this? It's a triple goddess energy made in Mother Crone. This 3 cup celebration, and 3 of cups celebrating you and your environment. And it's almost like all of these doom and gloom cards, and then you've got this. So there's something to celebrate, and it could be in the environment because it's sitting in your environment. Okay. Allow yourself to celebrate other people's um, rewards, other people's achievements. That will also lead you away from your own doom and gloom, if that makes sense to you. Now, another beautiful water cup coming up for you on the moon day reading is the Knight of Cups. We understand Knights of Cups are very romantic, infatuation, well-being. There's a hope. There's a hope for your loved one to be infatuated with you again. It's almost like with all of these cards, there's a reminisce, like a sensation of, can't we just go back to the way we were? Can't you remember me the way I was when I was younger, when I was beautiful? Can you stop looking at those other people? And it's a need for you to feel this way about yourself. Become the romantic, become the lover of yourself. Remember the law of attraction, the law of truth, the law of quantum physics, quantum mechanics. What you resonate, the vibration, the frequency that you're resonating at, it's going to perpetuate on the outside. So try and harness that. Yes, it's difficult. But yes, it becomes easier with time. 28 days to create a habit, 28 days to break a habit. But then you need to maintain that. Like alcoholics, drug addicts, any addiction, it can lead to a very toxic environment. You think you've broken it? It's an onion. You've dealt with one layer, now you're going to deal with the next layer, and the next, and the next, and the next. It's a journey. It's a journey. It is not a sprint. Okay. The Hermit. All right, you still got 2 cards. Don't go away. Okay. The Hermit. A Hermit is coming up, and it's asking you to really have a look at how you can distance yourself, resign yourself, and also isolate yourself a little bit from the hailstorm that's happening around you on this moon day. There's a lot happening here. I want you to comment down below as well, because remember that moon energy, it's indicative of the subconscious, all right? When the moon is out and the illumination, the luminosity of the moon, everything else is dark. The darkness is when we're going into sleep, when we're going into slumber. Moon energy is our subconscious, whether it's fears, hopes, dreams, desires, ambitions, work, love, prosperity, homes, whatever it is. We're dreaming about that in the moon energy. Today is the moon energy. All right? Moon day. Monantag. I want you to let's do the Buddhism oracle for you first. Look at that beautiful illustration there, just for you on this moon day tarot card reading for you. Pure understanding. This is a purity card, and don't you love the blue for water, for moon? Power. The stillness of the heart reflects heaven on earth. As truth unfolds with no strings attached, the heart becomes simple and pure. And this is a saying from Solfan. When you take away the personal stories and fears created by the mind and strip away the toxic emotions of anger, self-doubt, and frustration, you can look at what is happening quite simply as it is. That's quite profound, yes? Protection is your wise witch oracle card for today. Create a safe space. Within this circle, you are protected and empowered. Remember Manaz? Where is your safe space? It's inside your heart. When I was in the monastic environment, I had to learn very quickly, living, we slept on the floor, guys would sleep with guys, which wasn't a problem for me, but I was dealing with it was frowned upon in those days to be gay. So I was dealing with that as well. I was also suppressing it. I had to integrate it. When I came out of the monastery, I was out of the closet and I was raging. Oh, but it was good. But going back to the element of integration, when I was in the monastic environment, sleeping alongside other people and snoring and all kinds of different races, it was beautiful. I realized that the only way for me to not judge anything on the outside, the language, the culture, the food, and is to actually not judge myself, because the more I judged it, the more I compared myself, like apples with pears. You can't compare apples with pears. You can't. They're both fruit, but you can't compare them. Is to rather focus on the cultivation of my mind, the cultivation of my heart. And every time I was triggered, I was like, cool, there's another trigger. Not because of them or that collective. No, because of me. I'm being triggered. Base chakra. Lam. Lam. But you're not going to go lamb. No. Lam. You want that beautiful resonance. Do a couple of these today. Let's heal your root chakra on this moon day. And thank you so much for joining me on this Moon Tarot Day. I love you. Stay blessed. Thank you.